As you guys can see in the video, I was wearing multiple shirts. It happened over a week, 2 weeks of me working on this car. I thought I was like 90% done, but of course, we were not 90% done. We were more like 40% done, and I had so much work to do that I didn't film as much as I should have, and that's why I just started this edit kind of different than what I usually do, because I didn't want to bore you guys with small things. So now I'm just gonna show you guys where we're at right now, show you how far we got on the car, and what honestly delayed this car to where it is right now, okay? So let's just start with, so we obviously had to drop the motor in. We dropped the motor in, we started connecting all the hoses. We bought the wiring specialties harness, which was amazing to work with, and it was basically plug and play, very easy. I recorded a bunch of that, and I was gonna do like a how-to, because when I was looking up how to install it, there wasn't like an in-depth video. But again, we don't do how-tos in this channel, but if you guys want that, let me know. I can still chop something up and make it simple, I guess, and short for people if you guys want a how-to video on how to install a wiring specialties harness. But that harness is very easy, a bunch of PDF files that you can download directly from the website, and boom, you're ready to go and kick. So I started connecting everything to the car, started making sure that the car it had everything it needed. And then, oh wait, I put the gas tank in there, start plumbing it with all the fuel lines, and the gas tank that I had, which is, right here, let me show you guys. Right there, was rusted. As you guys can see, I did my best to plug it in with some things, and it seemed like it worked for a couple of days. It worked for a couple of days. And then after this couple of days, I came out to throw out the trash middle of the night, and I smelled fuel. Turn on my garage lights, and there's literally fuel all over the ground, which, of course, as we know, destroyed the paint in the garage. So at almost 1 in the morning, I ended up, draining the tank and completely uninstalling it from the car, and so that set me back. Then, I luckily, with the 240 pages, was able to find another gas tank that was not expensive, because, for the record, for a 1993 car, if you go buy a remake gas tank for this car, it's $600. So obviously we don't got the type of money in this channel. If not, I would build something that's way better than what I'm building right now. So obviously pick that up, put this back on, put the gas tank on, plumb everything back up, and then I go turn the key and nothing. And then obviously started doing rechecking the wires, made sure that I did everything that I was supposed to while installing the harness, and then talk to some people that are actually 240 people and know what the hell they're doing, because obviously I don't know what I'm doing, because I'm like old school cars, old school muscle cars, carburetor, easy to work with. Then I realized that something as simple as a interlocking relay. No, not the interlocking relay of where your clutch pedal goes, but one that goes right there that connects two of the power wires. And then now I started getting cranking, all right? But the cranking, that was all I was getting. After that, I kind of got stuck because it seemed like it was not getting fuel. And obviously I had to toggle switch because something's happening with the harness that my fuel pump in the rear is not getting power. Sorry about that. Of course, where I live, they love doing their lawns every other day. So then I started having fuel issue, like I was saying, and I toggle switched to fuel pump. Yes, it's a brand new fuel pump. No, yes, I already checked it, and it still works. And then I was getting fuel, but it seems like something was going on. I got frustrated with the car. Again, the car was just giving me too much issue, so I took a break. One of my good friends came over from the other side of Florida to help me, and we kind of got it started, and that's where the clip in the beginning and a clip that I'm probably gonna roll out either now.
That's without the fuel. It's still without the fuel. Now the fuel's on.
Then we realized that I think the 750cc injectors seem to be clotted or something, but good thing I had some extra 550 injectors. Obviously, I'm gonna have to either buy new injectors or get these clean. But that got the car to start somewhat. And then we're still, trying to figure out what's going on, because as you're gonna see in the video, or you saw in the video, the car was not really staying on. It just wasn't really acting right. So at that point, we're trying to troubleshoot what's going on. Like the car turned on, the car is, if you hold the gas, it's kind of staying on, but it wasn't reacting, it wasn't accelerating, nothing. I was getting no throttle response. So we were trying to diagnose, we're like, maybe the TPS sensor is messed up or whatever. And then we start smelling fuel. And then we look underneath the car, and what do we find? That the hard lines underneath the car were so rusted that it started leaking fuel again. And again, my floor got messed up. So that was basically where I left off with the car. Like I said, at least we got what we wanted, which was at least a startup. And this is where this video, at least the progress, is gonna be at. Again, so I ordered a few parts. I think I ordered a throttle position sensor, and I ordered a few other parts that I needed. So I'm waiting for those to come in. When those come in, replace those, and then hopefully replace the hard line underneath the car to make sure that obviously we have no fuel leak, because I cannot continue to mess up my floor. So that's where we're at in the car. The car did start, but obviously we're gonna have to figure out what else is wrong. I want to give a big shout out to one of my closest friends, David. He literally drove almost 3.5 hours, 4 hours to come over here last minute, and I said, hey man, can you help me with this car? And he came out. We ended up using the time to help another friend with his project, because that's what we do. You know what I'm saying? We help each other out. And want to thank Manny also. He watched my dog while I went up to Georgia for my friend's birthday. So again, this, even how it is right now, wouldn't be possible without my friends, without my brothers, and everybody that I call and I know with questions over and over again. So I really do appreciate you guys for everything you guys have done for me, for my project, and I hope to help you guys with your projects too, because again, you got to give a little to get a little bit. That's, how everything works. Like I said, hopefully for next video, this car will be running, or we'll have a few more side videos. And obviously, like I said, you guys can talk to me in the comments and let me know if you guys want it. Hey, because I'm not recording everything, I'm trying to condense everything into one video to make it a little bit more fun instead of just chopping it up into part 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, you know what I'm saying? Because when I watch through YouTube, that's one thing I don't like. So again, you guys in the comments, let me know if you guys want to have some short, you know, couple minute videos on, hey, if I'm working on a dash, for example, and do something like that, then I will upload those. Just let me know in the comments, like I said before. Please don't forget to subscribe, like the video, share the video. Thank you guys so much for the support, and I hope to continue making these videos for you guys. I love filming it. It makes the process a little bit longer, having to stop and film it and trying to get different angles, but that's what we're here for, you know?